In this video, I'm gonna take you inside one of San Diego's most iconic Mexican food establishments, next on Jaycation. Hey, what's up, Jaycationers? Welcome back to another video here in the San Diego series. That's right, we're back home in San Diego, and today we are covering one of my favorite foods in all of San Diego and one of my favorite Mexican food spots. That's right, we're here at Lolita's Mexican Food here in Claremont Mesa Boulevard. They have 6 locations throughout San Diego County, one by the ballpark in East Village, and they also have more in the south side in Chula Vista area. We're actually gonna be joined by one of the family members who own Lolita's to talk about the history and talk about the amazing food that they prepare here. And you guys know about this place because I put it in my top 5 California Burritos video a couple of years back, but we're gonna try a few more food items as well as their new ones. So let's get to it. And yeah, guys, check out my SD Burrito t-shirt. I have it back on my Teespring. I have that link down below. It's a pleasure that I'm joined today with Dolores Jackson, one of the family members of Lolita's. Lolita's is just authentic, iconic establishment around San Diego. It's on all the lists for best burritos, tacos, Mexican food. Can you talk a little bit about like how the family got the business started and how it just grew throughout the years?
So our family's been in the business for over 60 years, and my parents founded Lolita's in 1984. So on the 13th of January, it was our 39th birthday.
Oh, wow.
So along with my parents, my 5 siblings and myself, we all work in the business. We all have different roles, and yeah, it's a day-to-day great place to be. The original location is over in Chula Vista. It's off of the 805 on L Street. We're still there. It's still a very popular spot. We're really excited to be out here 39 years already.
I've been going to this Lolita's because it's closest to Mira Mesa for me, and I always remember the Ethan Allen just across the way. Your California Burrito, I featured it in my top 5 California Burritos video. It's such a simple burrito. It's amazing. What was the thought process behind the California Burrito here?
Yeah, so that's really interesting. I was actually thinking about that. So California Burrito, interesting. It's been around for, gosh, I was thinking either late 80s, early 90s. 2 of my older siblings actually are the ones that kind of brought it onto the menu. My dad actually wasn't aware of that product. He probably wouldn't have been okay with it coming into the establishment because it was something different, right? It's not your typical or authentic, in this case, Mexican food. It's something new. So that idea was brought to my older siblings by a vendor of ours from at another state. They kind of changed it up, brought their own mix to it, and put it on the menu, kind of, behind the scenes, and it was only being sold at one of our stores.
Really?
So they would go down to the local Bonds, get the French fries, and add it to their burrito. And if you really think about it, it's kind of like your loaded baked potato.
Shredded cheese, sour cream, fries and the carne asada, your staple.
Exactly.
All right, Jaycationers, so we're gonna lead off with the classic. It's what I come here for, and it's the California Burrito. And like I said, it's simple. All you need is the French fries, the golden French fries, the sour cream, the cheese, and the carne asada. It's nice and loaded. Like Dolores said, it's like a baked potato with carne asada. Pour that sauce on it. Sorry, not dip. I pour. Cheers, guys. The seasoning to the carne asada and the hotness of this hot sauce is perfect. Fries and sour cream and cheese, this is my jam. That's why you saw it on my top 5 California burritos. It's just simple. You don't need to get too complicated with the pico de gallo. Some places do hash browns, right? So you don't have to get that complicated. This is my go-to here. If you guys are liking this video so far, please give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to Jaycation. We have a ton of San Diego content, Las Vegas content, and stuff all over the world. Food, travel, and recommendations. We do it all. So make sure you check it out. And now back to the video here at Lolita's in Claremont Mesa. I know you're constantly evolving with your menu, and I see that we're gonna try a tsunami salad.
Right.
People don't usually think there's gonna be health food options with a salad, but you guys have that.
Yeah, I think, again, changing with the times, adapting to what's here. We get the question a lot, what's healthy on your menu? And when we thought about salads, we wanted to bring a great quality salad. We didn't want to just bring your typical, iceberg lettuce, throw a few, you know, croutons and pieces of carrot in there, and here you go. But we really wanted it to be something that our guest wants to come and have. And of course, with that, you know, we found a really nice blend to put these greens together, and then obviously the topping. In this case, you know, yes, as you know, like people want the additional items as well. So it's a little bit of health, but a little bit of guilt with it as well, with the carne asada and obviously the shrimp. It's tasty, and I think it's something that you're gonna enjoy.
Round 2, we're going with the health option. Creamy cotija and verde vinaigrette. You can get one of these two, and this salad just looks amazing. Look at this. Topped off with surf and turf, your carne asada, your shrimp, you got some tomatoes, avocados of course, ton of other things in the inside. We're gonna have to dig in. We're gonna try both of the dressings here. And since this is some of the best carne asada and the creamy cotija, gotta dig in and get the greens, mix it up a little bit. Got a ton of the onions. Yeah, that creamy cotija, that's definitely a really tasty, non-spicy option. I like that. Let's try it with shrimp. Yeah, that surf and turf with the shrimp, amazing. We're gonna go with the verde vinaigrette now. Let's dip it a little bit. Actually, both options are really tasty. This one has a little more liquidy pour to it, so I would probably go with the verde vinaigrette, but the creamy cotija, definitely good. Let's move on to the big boys. What goes into the preparation of the carne asada?
No, I agree. I think we have the best carne asada out here. I think what differentiates us is definitely the quality of the product that we purchase. As far as the spices we use, it is a proprietary, you know, mix that my dad brought to light. These are all his recipes, so it's something that, you know, we have, and we have consistency as we've kind of put it all together in our own little packets to make sure and ensure the quality and flavor remain consistent from store to store.
I used to work for the San Diego Chargers back in the day.
Oh, nice.
And we used to just be down the street here in Murphy Canyon.
Right.
The water cooler, we always talk about food, and that's kind of how I got like my bearings of where to eat here. I mean, not only did I grow up here, but my coworkers always talked about Lolitas. One of my coworkers, he always raved about your 2-in-1 burrito with the rolled tacos on the inside. How did you come up with that idea?
Again, as I mentioned, you know, I have 5 brothers that are working here in the restaurant, and we all love food, and I think it's just experimenting with some of the items that we have here, and, you know, kind of what would people want to see, or what do I want to try, and see if it, you know, see if it's a hit with the guest. But it's a popular item. I myself, you know, wasn't sure because there's so much stuff in it, but I tasted it, and I think it's a great product.
There's a lot of fusion and experimental things going on, but I think Lolita's has been doing it for years, even before all the other places have been doing it. Another famous staple here are rolled tacos. What is really unique, like I was saying, my coworker always raved about this. They have a 2-in-1, basically carne asada with a rolled taco inside a burrito. Look at that. 2 rolled tacos inside the burrito. I've had this a couple times before, and we're gonna have to indulge in this. And I know you Jaycationers have not heard about this because I've never featured the 2-in-1, but I usually get a California burrito and 3 rolled tacos on the side. This is all good in one. Let's dig in. If you eat it fast enough, you'll get the crisp of the rolled tacos, but it's just a perfect mix. This is very unique, so if you're looking for something unique, check out the 2-in-1. On to the main event. Lastly, the tsunami fries and your carne asada fries. That is just a nice, huge shareable plate that us San Diegans, we just love having. Like,
yeah, you know, it's your typical surf and turf, right? We call it our tsunami. And it's, you know, sand meets water, right? So I think it's something that our guests really enjoy. We're in San Diego, right? So it's all about the water, the beaches, and, you know, we bring that to light in our tsunami items. So it's a great product. A lot of individuals enjoy it. And, you know, depending on each location, it's, you know, you sell more at some locations than others, but it's definitely shareable. Although we do have individuals that'll eat it all on their own.
Oh, yeah.
It's definitely a shareable plate, and something that, again, I think our guests really enjoy.
This is a monster. This is to be shared by 3 or 4 people. You got everything. Carne asada, shrimp, your guacamole. The fries are buried in there with the sour cream. There's really no way to attack this, but just to stick your fork in it. And just get a little bit of everything to start, right? And then you're also gonna wanna dip it into the sauce. So there you go. Oh yeah. This is perfect. Yeah, you definitely gotta come here with your friends, with your family, as I've been doing for years. Right across the street from 99 Ranch. And they do have 6 locations in total in San Diego. They have the downtown location in East Village, right next to the ballpark. I go to that one a lot. I frequent that during Comic-Con. And then a few more locations that are around the south area of San Diego. So I'll list it all down below. Make sure you follow them on Instagram and their socials. Lolita's is amazing. I'm gonna finish this tsunami fries. So if you look at the salsa bar, they do have their classic sauce, but they also got a green sauce. Really nice presentation. I love their hot sauce here. The hot sauce.
Yes.
What goes into the hot sauce here? This is classic tangy red sauce, right?
Right. Again, coming from my dad and his recipes, it has your typical serranos in it, and other proprietary items that give it that flavor, that kick. Sometimes it's a little spicier than others, but we always have to explain depending on the seasons of the serrano. Depends sometimes on that kick that you get on the other end. Definitely a great hot sauce. We also have the green hot sauce that's, you know, a little tangier, and it's also great. I always enjoy it with like our potato items. It's a good hit, and we'd love to at some point introduce maybe a chunkier type sauces.
Thank you so much for taking the time out. And I've been going here for years, so
nice.
We'll continue to, and
we appreciate it.
Appreciate it. Thanks.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, guys, I am full. Man, I'll tell you what, the California Burrito always wins here, but that tsunami fries, that thing was loaded, and their shrimp was just amazing, along with the carne asada. It's a perfect compliment. I definitely would say I'm adding the tsunami fries to my repertoire next time I come back here. If you enjoyed this video, check out my top 5 California burritos in San Diego right up here. Please like the video. Let's subscribe because we're trying to get to 100,000 subscribers here in 2023. Much love to you guys. Check out It's Always Sunny in San Diego. It's my Facebook group. We talk about San Diego tips, recommendations, and news. And it's almost 10,000 San Diego lovers strong. Appreciate you guys. I'm stuffed, guys, so we're gonna have to go to the gym. We'll see you in the next one. And where's Jaycation? Stay traveling, San Diego. Let's go.